To all who come to this happy place, welcome.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Chris, and you're listening to a podcast that believes in dreams, that places trust in the magic of imagination, that is always the first start of the right, and where the light in the window is always on. Join as we discuss the views from Walt's apartment. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Walt's Apartment live Wednesday night, September 29th, 2021. Hope you're all doing so well. It is guys' night here at Walt's Apartment. It's just me and David and Ethan and our special guest. David, how are you doing, friend?
I'm fantastic. Yeah, just
You good?
I'm having a little technical difficulty, so but,
Okay.
I'm working on it now. So
All right. Well, it's a good thing you're in IT, guys, so that works out.
I know.
Ethan, how are you, my friend?
I am
Welcome back.
Thank you. It's good to be back. I'm happy to see our buddy Chris up there smiling, and it's always good to be hanging out on a guys' night. This is a fun little treat.
Dude's night here.
That's right.
I'm also handling the comments too because we have Sam and Amber and Brianna are all not here tonight. Brianna was going to try to make it. Sam is with her family, and Amber has some other pressing matters she's handling at this time. But yeah, Brianna literally just got back from her 2-week Disney
Extravaganza.
coast-to-coast trip. Literally, I think 20 minutes ago. So she was going to try to be on, but unfortunately, she'll be back next week, hopefully. Nicole says, woohoo, happy WAP day. Thank you, Nicole. Good to see you. Danny, good to see you, buddy. Greetings and salutations, he says. Oh, bringing it back. Okay, I see. We're going to get to you, Chris. Hang on, buddy. Don't worry. Jennifer, you know this lady, Ethan?
I do.
Yeah.
Yes,
Hey, everyone.
I do.
Happy Wednesday.
Thank you.
Katie says, hello.
Hey, Katie.
Hey,
Allison says, what's up, all?
Allison. What's
Bill
up?
says he was first.
Fist.
Just
Hi, Barry. Sausage party tonight.
sausage party, yes.
Then we're talking about first. Oh, you meant first, right, Bill?
No, I'm sure he meant
Yeah,
fist.
And Danny said Ethan went to Vegas to party with Thor.
Mm,
All right, so this brings us to our special guest,
The one and the only.
the one, the only. Absolutely, I'm trying to think of what I'm going to say here. The man, the myth, the legend, McChristo himself is here. He throws down this gauntlet last week and tells me that Roy Disney did it better than Walt Disney, and so I took a lot of offense to that and was angry and challenged you to a debate, and you said yes, I'll be there. And then Pablo says we're going to do a freaking epic rap battle. I'm like, I can't rap, I can't debate. And then right before we come on, Chris holds up a damn freaking piece of paper with a bunch of notes on it. Yeah, I have no notes, I have nothing to prepare. We're going to talk a little bit about it, and that's going to be it. But Chris, Disney Done Differently, the food correspondent for Airbnb podcast, Marvel Tribe member, how are you, buddy? We have not seen you for a while. How are you?
Thank you very much. I'm doing very well. I like consistency. So the very first time I was ever on Walt's Apartment, it was just guys' night. It was
Oh, there you
David.
go. Right.
It was David. It was Sean Nyberg and yourself.
There you go.
And
Well,
now
are again.
I'm back, and look at this.
welcome to
Just
Guys Night again.
guys, that again.
So I understand that Sam hates my guts, which I'm cool with.
Oh, so that's why she's not.
Oh, okay. All
That
right.
makes sense.
No.
So
but
Amber,
honestly-
so Amber, Brianna actually made it home yesterday, and she just didn't want to be on because you're on too. Is that what you're saying too?
No, she thought I was going to bring up Muppets, and let's face it, Amber's the only one that's really working. So, but I started laughing halfway through that, and it was nothing that any one of you said. Just David gave the universal sign language for "I need a drink,"
Oh, all right.
and I like that.
Works for
Actually,
me.
so what I was doing, I was actually signaling because I understand this debate is very near and dear to you guys. You guys have very personal feelings about Roy and Walt. So I brought my debate food. So I can listen to you guys
my
have
lunch.
a nice conversation, and I can be educated at the same time.
Get some
So-
Chick-fil-A mac and cheese. Which is
Free sponsorship, Chick-fil-A.
yeah, amazing.
That's
Well,
awesome.
then also with consistency, if it's a debate, I mean,
It's
I'm
not gonna be no damn
undefeated.
debate at all, dude.
I'm undefeated. I just
Oh,
want
You know what? You gotta bring up old stuff.
I'm
You
just
gotta-
saying.
You gotta bring up old stuff.
No, very happy to be here. Thank you for having
So
me.
tell us, Disney Done Differently, dude. What you're doing right now? You started 48 days ago.
Yeah.
50 videos in 50 days of different food at it's all the parks, right? It's not
It's
just
everywhere.
It's everywhere.
Awesome.
So
Tell us about your page. Tell us how it got started, and then tell us what you're doing with all those freaking. Because I was like
Sure.
looking through some of them. The ribs look really good. I saw those. I'm like, damn. The cozy the cone from yeah, damn.
Yeah.
You
So
have a great channel. So tell us a little bit about it.
thank you. Traditionally, it'd be Wednesdays. I'll release one video, and it's taking my my background of culinary and blending it with the amazing food that's throughout all the Disney parks, and but doing it a little differently, just touches here and there. It started with just an idea, and I reached out to friends such as yourself and Bill and Barry and Samantha, and to see, do you even think this can work? And it's been mind blowing. I had just said vaguely, I was like, well, what if I did a video to count down to the 50th?
Yeah.
And then it just went from there. And, you know, as you're hitting like episode 40, you're realizing that there's a year's worth of content that you've just
Yeah.
put out.
Yeah.
But good for you, though. I mean, you got a lot of content now, really fast. So,
And it's grown because of this,
Good,
because you
good.
put it out each day.
Yeah.
I've had a lot of fun, and the response is what I live for.
Good.
It's just the people making the actual dishes and sending me photos, questions on recipes and all of that. It's so cool. It's just
That's awesome.
to know, you know, when you film it, you're talking to a camera, you're
Mhm.
by yourself. And then to realize that there are people actually watching this, it's very rewarding.
Yeah, well, we're glad to have you on here, and I'm glad to call you a friend. And we're, you know, so it's just you. The videos are great. I mean, you do a great job with them. Like one of your first ones was the Monte Cristo. Because you said, "What should I make for you?" I said, "I want the Monte Cristo from Disneyland," and you did it. And Sam and Brianna, you made them drinks because they asked you for drinks. You've done. Yeah, that's your channel is awesome. It's a great idea. It's a different idea than you see a lot of things on YouTube. So, congratulations on it, on the success of it. You're crushing it. You are also the food correspondent for another specific podcast. What is
Yes, the boys over at Airbnb Disney Podcast, Bill and Barry.
Yes.
Not only as the food correspondent, you know, you have to stay on top of all the Disney stuff, right? I want to let them know and how do you build that. But to actually have the opportunity to be in the parks with them and dine with them, and for them to see my side of what's going on, and that's been very, very enjoyable.
that? Nice.
I've given
Congrats.
them some crap over the last couple episodes. I think they called me out on it in one of their most recent ones, but they're the two guys that I look at and I was like, oh, they would be a lot of fun to hang out with. So every time that you get together with them, I'm just
Yeah.
a little envious because it does look like they're a blast to hang out with at the parks.
I couldn't imagine how much fun it would be. They are the nicest, caring, good
Yeah.
guys, you know, that would be there for you whenever you need. Like I said, when I started this last year, they were all over helping me figure out how to do this live stream. So, because they were already doing it, and I got the idea of how to do this from them. And I'm in debt to them always, and then meeting you through them and everything. It's the pizza comment again. So Barry says sausage party and fists count me in. Allison says that Chris is a YouTube celeb. Yes, he is. He absolutely is.
Definitely.
And a lot of fun to eat pizza with.
Hey, I'm in it. I would hang out and eat pizza too.
Yeah.
I think I have to say this. I think if we all kind of got together and we got to go to the parks, it would definitely be The Hangover meet Disney.
Oh yeah.
It would
Yeah.
make for an interesting story
I just don't want to
for
be
our
dubbed.
probation
That's
officers.
it.
So.
Be a great screenplay.
Oh god, yeah. Just the six. Can you imagine just the six of us guys going?
Oh,
Just us. Just the four of us and those two.
some mouse in the corner gave me some pills. I don't know what was.
It is a lot lot and
You'd have to get Sean Nyberg would probably be a good element to that too, though. It'd be a lot of fun.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes. Yeah. Let's get into the show. Talk about our shows real quick before we move on to the news. We hope the news works because none of the links are working, so we'll just kind of maybe work through that ourselves. But David, Marvel Tribe, tell us about it.
Oh man! So let me tell you about this. And first off, to offer up a apology to all of our devoted fans because we skipped. We had to skip another week because right now in my personal life, my professional career, we are transitioning. We're moving a couple of our big headquarters to multiple different cities. So I could not be available to record. Right now, we're tracking is the What If series, the Marvel What If series, and if you haven't seen it, you got to watch it. This last episode, man, I'm not even going to spoil it, but for me, it was one of my favorite episodes, and it answered a huge misconception that was featured in Loki, and it's going to that's going to blow up what the multiverse is going to be like, and I will talk about that this coming. Is it this coming Sunday? Yeah, this coming Sunday.
This Sunday,
And
yes.
we'll go over it. So, but yeah, Marvel Tribe. We're just a tiny little podcast, that people like, and we get to, talk about stuff, all things Marvel, and it's Sam, and we get some really cool guest stars, and every once in a while we get Chris, but he's really busy and stuff, so we understand. Sean's really busy, but we also understand that too. So, but
I think Brianna's going to be on with you this week.
and yes,
Brianna-
oh my God,
Brianna
Brianna's
will be
coming
back.
back and stuff. So yeah, come check us out. We're going to talk about Marvel, talk about our theories, talk about the Easter eggs we saw, talk about, it's just going to be a fun old time. So Marvel Tribe, catch us Sundays nights or the next day. So
yeah, it's Marvel Tribe I love it. It's just so much fun, and I've learned a lot from it. Unfortunately, I did have to step away because there's, like you said, life comes in, and it's literally my only day off of work to do everything. But yeah, we all have that show. We also have Force Friday with Amber and with Jade. It's going to come back. She assured us. They did make an announcement today. Boba Fett, the trailer for Boba Fett will come out on November 12th.
Yep.
So that will be cool. I'm sure Amber will be all excited about that. Yeah, they'll be back. There's a lot coming from Star Wars in the next few months, and we're going to be there to take care of all of it. Extra Magic Hour is our Disney Parks podcast. Me and Ethan just did a little episode, talked about the 50th anniversary of Walt Disney World, and just kind of talked a little bit about it. And, we love that show, and it's coming back as well. You're actually going to get a lot of shows this week. You're going to get Extra Magic Hour on Friday. You're going to get the regular show on Thursday. You're going to get the Marvel Tribe on Sunday night, Monday morning. So you're going to get all of our shows in 1 week this week, except for Force Friday. So it's going to be fun. We're looking forward to it. Let's get on with this, huh?
Let's go.
Let's do it. So we're going to talk about some news from the DisInsider.com. Make sure you check out the DisInsider.com for all your news when it comes to Disney, Pixar, Marvel, Star Wars. It's all there. The page has been re-upped right now, and it's looking good. A lot of writers on there putting out some good stuff, and let's get into it. Were you able to get into your article, Ethan?
I was able to quickly look at it to make sure that I understood what I was talking about. So,
real quick before you do that, hang on. Danny says, feel the pulse in your chest.
boom, boom.
Boom, there you go. He said today's episode was fire. Jerry says, hello, everyone. Hello, Jerry. And Lauren says, happy 50th Disney World. We're going to talk about that a little bit more, Lauren. But yes,
Absolutely.
happy 50th Disney World.
Absolutely.
So, yeah.
stuff.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
You're fine.
No.
So Melissa McCarthy plays Ursula in the upcoming Little Mermaid film. So she reflected on that a little bit. That was what the article was mostly about. So obviously she said all great things. I think that's kind of contractually what she's supposed to say, all of these really great, wonderful things. My question for you guys, and I've been on like this music kick lately, but I'm curious, is there anyone else? So Melissa McCarthy obviously plays Ursula Is there anyone else that you would have preferred to see? And obviously, we haven't seen her portrayal of it, but is there anyone else in the music world or in the acting world that you would have liked to have seen portray Ursula? For me, I would have loved to see Lizzo. I thought that she would have been like a really fun Ursula.
I did not expect you to say that.
Oh my god, I think that she would be perfect for a role like that. She would be a lot of fun. So I'm just curious if you guys could you guys foresee anyone else being in that particular role, and who?
How about you, David? Because I really can't think of someone else. But
I think this person did it on stage, but I'm not sure. But Queen Latifah, I thought she would be good. Be magnanimous. She did Moulin Rouge. She has chops and she can act and the whole gambit. So I think she would play an amazing Ursula. But I think she did on stage. Correct me. I think
they did. I think you're right. Didn't they do like the Little Mermaid Live with John Stamos was in it? I think she was part of that.
Yeah, I think she was.
Yeah. But how about you, Chris?
Well, for the Poor Unfortunate Soul song, just for that alone, Kate Hudson.
Oh,
that's a good one.
Nice. Good answer. Sean?
I don't know. I can't think of someone. I'm like totally blank right now. I can't think of anyone.
I mean, if you say Elizabeth Olsen, I'm going to reach through.
I'm not going to.
Danny DeVito. Danny DeVito would be a funny Ursula.
Oh wow!
Oh my god! Yes.
Well, we can go that way.
Why not? Sure, reimagine it.
But they have to sing. Danny DeVito singing "Poor Unfortunate Soul."
If we can go that way, I can't think of the gentleman's name, but the guy that was in Hairspray that played.
Okay.
You know what I'm talking about?
Zac Efron?
No, with the really raspy voice from the original.
Oh,
I cannot think of his name right now. Got the real raspy voice. He talks like this.
I don't know.
And that's how he actually. He was in Independence Day with Will Smith. He was the guy. I can't think of his name at this
Independence
time.
Day? Was he the main?
No, he was he was just a character on it. He just has like a real raspy voice and he talks like this. Bill, if you're still watching, Bill, do you know
Jeff Goldblum's father?
No, he played Jeff Goldblum's the person that he worked with that he had to get home to his mother. Okay. He was actually in Hairspray. I can't think of what his name is right now.
I don't know. All right. Yeah.
I cannot think of that. So you're
good answer.
Thank you. Thank you. When it comes up, you're gonna. He was also in Mrs. Doubtfire. I cannot think of like anyone that's watching. Please help, because
please help.
He was in Mrs. Doubtfire. Wow. Okay.
He was the brother. He did the makeup and they sang the song together. You know what I'm talking about?
I know who you're talking about.
He talks like this. Harvey Firestein. Yes. Thank you, Bill. That is it. Yes, that is it.
And that's a good one.
I think it'd be funny.
That's a good answer.
I think that'd be fun. He'd be fun as okay. That's just pulling out of like nowhere. So that's
good stuff.
But yeah. So you guys excited for the Little Mermaid remake?
I am. I always try to have a genuine excitement about stuff that when it first comes out, and then I will let my own negativity affect how I talk about it later. If I didn't like it, I'm going to tell you, I didn't really like that. But I try to have a genuine excitement about everything when it first happens.
I see the comments, Bill. Harvey Firestein. I got it. Did you not hear me say it? He says, look at the comments in caps. He's yelling at me right now. Damn it, look at the comments. I'm looking. Harvey Firestein. Yes. I think it's going to be good. David, Chris, what do you guys think about?
Excited? Am I excited? Yes. I'm excited.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
Chris, what do you think?
I just hope that someday when I have grandchildren, they're not remaking Infinity War.
Oh my God.
So just
okay, that's a good way to put it.
That's the way to look at some of the remakes sometimes.
Yeah. Some of them have been really good though. You can't really. Some of them have been good. Some of them have not been good at all. So
for sure.
Yeah. But moving on to the next story.
I grabbed
it. Sam was going to. Sam had this story, but I'll bring it up real quick. It looks like it says Marvel is suing to keep the rights of Avengers characters. And I saw this on a couple of things the other day, and it said, Bill said, I typed it like a half hour ago. I wouldn't doubt it. We have a delay. I have terrible Wi-Fi in my house, and the show's probably already ended by the time I actually see it. But it's fine. But I don't understand this article, this lawsuit. I guess the families of Stan Lee hold the
So,
rights. So do you understand it a little bit, David? About
Yeah, a little
what's
bit.
going on
So
with it?
there's it's not just Stan Lee. There's several characters who are in jeopardy, and that not just Stan Lee created, but apparently there's a law that was written in place, which is what the families are utilizing. Is if you are not if it's not negotiated in your contract to produce, you're paid to produce particular content for for your employer and stuff, that content can revert back to your estate.
Oh, wow.
And so when you pass, which is in the Stan Lee's, for example, his case, he created quite a bit of iconic Marvel characters and stuff. And there's some questioning on whether or not it was done as far as he was paid to create and develop those characters specifically for Marvel, or it's really convoluted and stuff, because it's all about the contracts, and we absolutely do need Sean and stuff, because Sean could absolutely explain the letter, the details of the contracts and how accurate those contracts needed to be in order for Marvel to retain those characters. And so it's because of that, and because they're just I don't want to go into it, but basically it's contract law, and the way those contracts was written for these creators and stuff. Rest in peace, Stan Lee, who's an amazing creator, Jack Kirby, a lot of these artists and character creators and stuff who have passed. Their families are now eligible to at least try to retain their rights, and they would have a share in the rights. It would be owned with that family estate and Walt Disney, and that could be financially expensive going forward if that's the case. So they're being preemptive in taking this to court and trying to sue. And this isn't new. This has been done before with other comic book. DC Comics have done this with Superman and other comic book characters and stuff, and actually won. So we'll see what this looks like. But having a revenue sharing deal could be extremely costly to Disney and stuff. So, but yeah, it's really contract. This is really just a contract thing, and it's people don't understand it. Myself, I don't really understand the nuances and the minutiae. You have to be a lawyer to really go through all that stuff. I don't know, but I'll turn it over to you guys if you guys want to weigh in. But yeah, that's kind of what that is. So,
now I just want to add to later on when we start talking about, it's amazing how history repeats itself, and when we talk about Roy versus Walt, or just what they've accomplished, there's something that happened then that had to be fixed like this.
Okay.
So I think
okay.
just to nudge in a little. Whenever you look at a company like Disney and you have someone who is hired to come up with ideas, it's extremely difficult to take ownership as the person who wrote down the idea and gave it to the company. It's extremely difficult to prove that idea is really yours. And that's, I think, where this work for hire is coming into play. And it's extremely, extremely difficult from a personal suit, like to win back the rights to your original idea. So that's where a lot of this issue is coming from, and I think they dealt with something similar, and it'll be extremely difficult for them to come out of this as the winners to their ideas. And there's a portion of that is really sad that they can't come to some type of agreement, but at the same time, that is part of work. Work, you put down your ideas, you hope that it benefits not only you, but the company that you work for. And that's the way that it is. So it's a tough situation. It's really sticky.
Right. Okay, perfect. We will move on. We'll go on to the were you able to open your story, David? If not, we can just watch the trailers. That's fine.
No, I was not. I've been trying.
That's fine. We have two trailers we're going to watch tonight. We're going to watch Encanto, came out this morning. And then I wanted to watch the trailer for the Muppets Haunted Mansion, because I thought Brianna would be here and that would be fun, but she's not, so I have it here anyway. Hi. Oh, Rosemary says hello. Hi, Rosemary. How are
I know
you?
her.
You know her?
Do you know her?
A little bit.
All right, perfect. So let me get this going. You guys talk about something for a second while I get this up here real quick, and we'll watch one of these.
All right. Well,
Who's excited for Sunday Night Football?
Not you.
Oh man. So I'm a Niners fan, and
Okay.
it was a really close, disappointing game. So I'm not too excited. Right
It's
now,
like 38 seconds.
oh my God.
You went there.
Yeah, that was
So
that was a tough game.
I will
That
say
was-
that since we're talking about Sunday Night Football, me and Ethan were talking on before Extra Magic Hour. My son is 22 years old and has been alive as long as Tom Brady has played for the New England Patriots. Has played football. I'm sorry. My wife bought him a Tom Brady. His name is Brady. Bought him a Tom Brady jersey when he was 3. So he's a Patriots fan, true and true. Not a Tom Brady fan, a Patriots fan. He's already
Love
said
it.
that Mac Jones is going to throw out 10 touchdowns this week, and they're going to crush Tom Brady in his home. No, Tom Brady's
He's
going to. It's going to be like 50 to 2.
delusional Patriots
Yeah, he's-
fan. Okay.
He's
a true believer.
Well,
He's a
and
true
that's-
believer, yes.
Before Brady, that's how it was. The Pats sucked.
yeah.
We were like the Cleveland Browns of the NFL.
So just real quick, since we're 4 guys and we're talking football, real quick. Chris, who's your football team?
Minnesota Vikings.
What's their record?
Today,
Yeah.
John Randall is still alive, so he's scary.
No, what's their record?
We're losing.
Okay,
We
Ethan,
have one win.
you're the Patriots fan, obviously, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, and they're what, 1 and 2?
They are this week.
That's cool. David, Niners fan, right?
Yes, I'm a Niners fan, but
2-1.
there was a point in time
2-1.
that I rooted for the Vikings, primarily because my uncle played for the Vikings. As I'm not sure if I told you this, but so Ahmad Rashad, the famous Ahmad Rashad, Bobby Moore, who he was an Oregon Duck. He played for the Vikings back in the day and stuff. So yeah.
Jeez, here we go. Most disappointing 38 seconds since your wedding night, David. LOL.
So
Jeez.
I'll have you know. No, actually, I this is a Disney show. Okay, Bill. I'll hit you on the back chats.
Okay, so Nicole here actually knows that, yes, someone asked Sean how the Raiders are doing. He may need a flex moment. Yes, the Raiders are 3-0, baby. That's right. Raiders are crushing it, 3-0. They've beat Baltimore. They beat all these teams that had 10 wins last year. Raiders are for real. I'm riding that until they're not anymore. They did this last year, so go Raiders. Here we go. Let's watch this. Let's watch this.
Let's watch.
I got to click on it. Hang on. Here we go. This is for Brianna. Can you hear
Welcome
it?
to the home of fear and fright, where not all guests survive the night. The lucky souls will live to tell, and those who don't will rot in.
What's the matter with you? You can't say that. This is a family show. What are you doing?
Welcome, foolish Muppets, to tonight's very special Halloween challenge.
We just have to survive the night in this haunted mansion?
Everything here will seem familiar, but your eyes may deceive you.
Whoa. I'm mysterious. Madame Computer. Wait, stop. Turn it down. I can't hear myself think.
Take 5, everybody.
Where are you going? No.
Happy Halloween.
This place is really haunted.
Fiends, omens, and bogeymen, lend me your fear.
It's showtime.
Usually I'm worried about dying up here, but looks like you beat me to it. Don't you have anything better to do than boo me?
Tough room.
Ooh, indoor lightning.
I'm not a shrimp.
Close enough.
Shaka waka!
If by sunrise you fail this endeavor, then you must remain here forever.
I'm out of here. How did you? I could just eat you alive.
That's sweet, right?
Muppets Haunted Mansion, streaming exclusive.
Okay, I'm in. I think it looks great.
I think it looks great.
Absolutely, I think that's gonna be fun.
Yeah, I'm more interested in that. They're talking about making a Haunted Mansion movie. Just do exactly what we just saw.
Yep.
We don't need anything else. Just give us that.
That's perfect.
I think it looks good. I think it looks like fun. So we all kind of in agreement there.
Oh, absolutely.
I also think it provides a really great opportunity for the Muppet Show at Walt Disney World to get like a little facelift during like the October month. Like that would be really a lot of fun to see them revamp that show a little bit.
Yeah. Bill says no.
What are we gonna do with you?
Yeah. Sam says hi, Chris.
Oh, hi, Sam.
She says she's sorry she missed you. And Nicole says it looks good. Sorry, Brianna. Yeah, sorry, Brianna. I think it does look pretty good. I think it's gonna be. It looks fun.
It is.
And I like it. Seems.
Oh,
yeah,
definitely. That'll be a lot of fun.
We have one more trailer we'll get through. Then we're gonna have a little talk. Me and Chris are gonna have a little discussion, and then we're gonna have a little conversation about the statues at Walt Disney World. We'll talk about some things happening at Walt Disney. Look, he's got his food ready. Here we go. This one looks cool too. This one looks like it has like Coco vibes to me. So let me get this one going while you guys talk for a second again. I gotta hit share. There we go. It's great. Here we go. Ready? Here we go.
Many years ago, this candle blessed our family with a miracle. Our house, our casita, came to life with magic.
Hola, casita.
Floors! Drawers! Let's go! In time, every member of our family,
Cecilia, up top!
was given their own magical gift.
I understand you. I'm not super strong like Luisa.
The donkey's got out again.
On it! Or effortlessly perfect like Señorita Perfecta Isabella. But Mama, why am I the only one that didn't get a gift? You're just as special as anyone else in this family. You just healed my hand with an arepa con queso. Casita? What's going on?
The magic is in danger. We gotta get out of here!
We must protect our home. We must protect our family.
This is my chance. I will save the magic.
Wait, how do I save the magic?
I'm losing my gift!
Mirabel, the fate of the family is gonna come down to you.
I can't do this.
Let me help you. The rats told me everything. Don't eat those.
Even in our darkest moments, there's light where you least expect it. A lot of stairs. But at least I'll have a friend. Nope, you flew away immediately. Quitter!
What do we think of that?
Yeah,
Looks cute. Looks cute. I think I need a little bit more info to really be all in. But
honestly, from the trailer, to me, it's looks like a long way to get the story told.
Yeah, no, absolutely. It's like, what? I don't understand. What? But I guess I saw a post this morning that this is Disney's 60th animated movie.
Wow.
So that's kind of crazy. So I think it looks good. I don't like you both kind of said, just go ahead, Chris.
Nobody thought Frozen was going to be good.
Yep.
Right?
It's true.
What was going to be good?
They didn't think Frozen was going to take over.
Frozen wasn't good. Frozen wasn't good.
Oh yeah, that's a whole nother.
You can sing the song.
So
you know it. You know
it
the
was
song
good.
at the very least.
It's not my fault. That's indoctrination. You play it 50 million times, and you have children. You have no choice but to know the Frozen lyrics.
But you're saying you know the song.
If you were a listener of the Dcast back when we had the Dcast, you know that David is not a fan of Frozen at all, and went to see Frozen 2 only for Andy to help Andy lose a bet because we had a bet with Andy that if it did, what was it?
He had to wear the dress.
Was it $1 billion or something like that, or was it was something like that by a certain amount of time that Andy would have to wear a dress at the local Comic-Con that we have here because we were supposed to be hosting that last year. But yeah, we won the bet, but then there was technicalities and COVID and never saw the dress. But we actually picked the dress out for him and everything. So Nicole says, now we sing Frozen in our sleep. Lauren says, looks cute. Sam says, let it go, David.
I'm actually excited for this. This seems fun.
I think it looks good.
I think the songs are going to be kind of cool. So yeah, I think
it's got some Coco vibes.
It does. So I'm excited to see that.
And I wasn't sure about Coco in any of the previews until I actually saw it, and that movie is top 10, I think, of Disney movies. I think Coco is such a good show. Yep. But yeah, that's what we have there. And David, I need to ask you a question to talk about our sponsor real quick before we get into this little talk with me and Chris, and then we'll talk about Disney World the rest of the way.
So I have to share this very tragic yet very educational story here. What?
This is my favorite part of the show. Go on.
So as we know, Halloween is almost up on us, right? I mean, it's just the way it is, and we can talk about the origins of the holiday, but what better way to actually experience Halloween than to go to the places where you can travel and visit I don't know. Is Salem? You can go to Salem. They have witches and stuff, and there's ghost towns throughout, but for the most part, you're going to have to actually plan some trips to go see those things. Now, you're risking your life, your health, and your safety by going to some of these places. So if I was you, Disney does this really cool, spooktacular Halloween kind of event that they play throughout the entire month. And you can go to Disneyland. And if you don't live near Disneyland, you can book a flight, and even more better, you can actually have someone book the flight for you. So there's some really cool ghouls and ghosts and goblins who are all too happy to book a flight, a trip, a magical Halloween event for you. But you have to pick up the phone and you have to do it. You absolutely have to get you some this Halloween. Don't let candy corn ruin your holiday when you can just take a trip somewhere and have
you don't like candy corn either?
Time. Candy corn is trash. It's worse. I try not to. I told myself don't talk about pumpkin spice, and then candy corn popped in. I was like, "Yep, that's trash too." Same with Peeps. So I'll talk about that when Easter comes around. But with that said, get you some, book a trip. Have some fun, enjoy, make memories with your family, because who knows? You never know when they're going to become a ghost or a ghoul. So, that's kind of dark. Enjoy them while you guys are all alive, and go have a family adventure and book these guys. So
there you go.
That's it.
Our sponsor is getawaytoday.com. Check them out. They
get you some.
The link is in our notes, and if you call them and just tell them you heard about a Walt's Apartment, they'll take care of you. They're awesome. Danny says, I got me some quotes from Getaway Today.
Good job, Danny.
Nicole says candy corn and PSL. Get you some, Mr. Hulk.
Pumpkin spice latte. Oh.
And candy corn.
I'm going to make a candy corn pumpkin spice latte flavored Peep just for David.
I hate you. Oh, man.
And then Bill points out, yikes, get you some before your frail relatives die.
I tried to pull that back, but thanks for honing in on that part, Bill. So I appreciate you, man.
So around the room, I don't think Ethan was on that week. Are you pumpkin spice guy, Ethan?
Nope. I'm not even. I worked when I first started working. I worked at a coffee shop, and I drank coffee every day, 4 to 6 cups every day. I can't even drink coffee anymore.
That's fair. How about you, Chris?
What, pumpkin spice potpourri in a cup? No.
Yeah. No,
I don't need
I know.
pumpkin.
I love this.
So why would you ever make that for me?
Because you like candy corn. So this is what you do when you get the Peep. You want to have fun with Peeps. This is how you're going to start to enjoy them.
You want to have fun with Peeps, you throw it in the trash.
No.
Peeps done differently, right here.
Microwave.
All right.
Microwave, 1 minute. Watch that thing blow up. Like, then you throw it out.
Then you throw it out.
Then
Dang,
clean up your sticky microwave.
yeah, that would be a mess to clean up. So
It
no one
doesn't
likes
blow
pumpkin
up,
spice.
it
I had a
just
pumpkin
gets really
spice. I had, what did I have? No, it wasn't pumpkin. I had an apple macchiato. It wasn't bad. I'm not gonna lie. Judge me. That's fine. Judge me. That's fine.
I am. I'm over here like, oh, that sounds like crap.
Apple
That sounds
macchiato.
There's apple crisp
Tall.
macchiato thing.
Yeah.
Extra wet.
Cool.
Yeah. I
And
thought it was good.
sprinkles. The sprinkles on top of it.
You get the
There's
whipped
no
cream with the
sprinkles.
caramel sauce.
Shut up. That's it for this show. We gotta go.
I just want a small venti caramel latte pumpkin
2 squirts.
apple thing.
2 squirts of foam. That's it.
Only 2.
Listen,
Why
a
do I
pumpkin
open
spice
myself up to some of this
latte.
shit? I don't
I'm
understand.
gonna use my rewards membership card that I have on my keychain.
Pumpkin spice latte to me,
I got
all
the
I
gift
see
card.
is
Here
an
you go.
SUV in Long Island. That's it. It's a
Shit.
soccer mom in an SUV in Long Island.
I love
2
you
pumps
guys.
of vanilla.
Did you guys like? Okay,
Three- I
we're
got
like
3
totally
bottles
off
of
topic,
vanilla.
but do you guys like not drink coffee?
No, I don't.
I'm
I
drinking
used
coffee
to, but I
now.
don't anymore.
You don't drink like Starbucks?
No,
No Starbucks.
No, that's not. That's yeah.
An acai refresher with lemonade?
But David,
Am I just burying myself even more here? Let's just keep it going. Yeah, I like
I'd
like
like
the
a
dragon
mocha
fruit acai
chocolate
refresher
latte.
too. What?
Wow.
What?
Wow, that's worse.
Oh my
Sean
goodness.
every morning in his line just.
Wait, but Ethan, are you allowed to not drink Dunkin' and live where you do?
No, and, I mean that's the only place you can go. If you go to Starbucks around here, you're a hoity-toity. You're a hoity-toity. You're like, just go to Dunkin' Kit. Like, what
There you
is
go.
this?
There you
Starbucks.
Starbucks.
Starbucks. It's funny.
Nicole asked if I've tried the passion fruit. No,
but he will.
I probably will. Yeah.
Tomorrow. I'll try it tomorrow.
Yeah,
Can't wait for the
you can try it
morning.
tomorrow. You try it
Oh,
tomorrow. Yes, hello.
Guys, I don't go there every day.
I go to talk about a passion fruit refresher.
Oh.
That
Sam does
sounds
point
good.
out it is National Coffee Day. So
Oh, thank
I don't even know
goodness.
if that matters, but yeah.
Oh gosh,
Wow.
we're having fun.
Well, the Lauren likes Starbucks hot chocolate, so thank you, Lauren, for mentioning that you like Starbucks. I'm the only guy on here that does like Starbucks. David, you don't drink freaking like Dutch Bros?
No. I bought Dutch Bros stock though. There
you go.
But no, I'm not.
Can anyone help me out here besides Mr. Kopak over here? Or
Oh
And
goodness.
plus, and for me, it's also like, you say the name, the difference. A Dutch Bros, like you drink that, or do you drink Starbucks? You like your
say it
Starbucks?
Well,
My refreshers.
so Bill, have you not bought your annual pass yet, or?
Sean, you can drink Starbucks while I eat my pizza, all of my pizza. Oh, and my wife points out Sean is keeping our Starbucks open all day. I am not.
The wife. Woo.
There it is.
300 of us.
2
Do you
baristas
have the
behind
app,
the counter
too? You got
going,
the app
here
so you
comes
can order
Dragon
ahead?
Fruit guy.
You don't knock it till you tried it. No, I lost my freaking headphones because you pissed me off. So.
No, listen, I always start my day by ordering things by sizes that don't exist. Like
Imaginary unicorn. Yeah, yes, I love that stuff. Yes.
Oh gosh.
Okay. How about we talk about something else, or
I think people who love Dr. Seuss nursery rhymes love Starbucks.
so he does go to the
They get
coffee
to live
place.
out their
So he does.
fantasies.
Brenda comes on. David just buys coffee for me.
I do. Yes.
But so you go to the coffee place. So you know it. So,
So,
here
but he
comes the
doesn't
blur,
order it
Mr.
for
Hulk,
himself,
David's buying
Sean.
coffee. They probably think it's for your ass.
So
He's doing it for TikTok.
when I get sent places, I'm told specifically what to get, and that's what I get, and I drive on. So I don't have time to chit chat and yes.
I don't chit chat, David.
Good job.
I don't chit chat. Danny says, Sean, I'll take a picture of my Starbucks when I'm back in downtown Disney just for you. Thank you, Danny. And we'll share one there.
I love you, Brenda.
I don't understand this. What can a man just have a freaking? It's a fruity drink. It's good for you. I don't
I'm
understand.
not knocking it. No, I'm sure.
You all are knocking it.
I am sure it's delicious, man.
Sounds real
in my
good.
water.
Water.
Refreshing.
All right, let's talk about Roy and Walt.
Yes, please.
Well,
But
yes.
Bill says, "Damn, Sean just fired up. Maybe you should switch to decaf." Well, I'm diabetic. I probably shouldn't have either, so it doesn't really matter. I probably shouldn't be having the refresher, but anyway. Brenda says she loves you more, David. So that's cute.
All right, let's get on the debate.
Death before decaf. Danny says. Sam says my 5-year-old loves Duncan and Starbucks.
Duncan.
Okay.
Duncan.
Okay, let's get on with this here. The reason Chris is here because last week we're talking about Walt Disney World, and I'm very happy that Walt Disney World is having their 50th anniversary. That's cute and all, but you would not have a 50th anniversary if you did not have Disneyland, which was created by Walt Disney himself. So that's pretty much my argument. You would not have Walt Disney World. Roy wouldn't do it better. Roy did what Walt wanted. But I'm not trying to open opening statements, and we're not doing a debate.
No, it's
I even
fine.
told you yesterday, I said, hey, you still want to be on? Let's not debate. Let's just have fun.
That's
Homeboy, before we go on, hold it up, has a freaking list of notes. So I'm thinking, cool, we're just going to talk and have Chris on.
We are.
No.
These are just reminders and facts.
Okay, hit me with all your facts, and I'll give you one fact of why Walt is better. Go ahead.
Okay, so you're saying your start is basically that.
No, there's no start. Give me all of your. Give me all of,
Disneyland, okay, could not happen if Roy didn't get the money for Walt to open it. Go ahead. How did he go about it? There's a little thing called ABC that gave all the money, so they had to do
which Walt
the
negotiated with
Disneyland
ABC.
Hour.
Yes. I just watched
Yes,
the Imagineering show like an hour and a half ago. I was watching it, so
we'll start there. So for one, we'll blow that even.
Okay.
Now,
just give me all your facts, so I give you my reason why.
What did Walt really want? Epcot, right? Notice where that is.
Which no one. It's not. He didn't even get what Epcot. He didn't get what he wanted.
Agree 100%. But he kind of did, and the reason that he kind of got.
All I've heard is that there's pictures of it there of what he actually wanted there. There's actually nothing
Correct,
there.
but
that
what
he
he wanted was a city, right? Environment, right? Prototype of tomorrow, correct?
Right.
That's what it is.
Yep.
If you look at Disney World, transportation, Skyliner, buses, boats, right? You have all these resorts. You built a city incorporating 4 parks, not 2, 4. So you have that part.
Okay.
Walt, for $300, now again, this is back in the day, so that's worth a lot more money than what it is today, sold the rights to Mickey Mouse. Who got it back? Roy. Roy had to get it back and take that and turn into everything that we know of today of merchandising for Disney. Is all done by Roy. $100 billion annually. Roy. When Walt died, we could have stopped at Disneyland. Nothing could have went further. Correct? It would have stopped there. But Roy took his brother's dream and said this has to happen. Extended, made Magic Kingdom happen. A lot of people don't even know he died only 2 months after Disney World opened. He died in December, right? It opened in October. As the CEO, Roy was going to step down. The reason he stayed on was because he had to purchase Wed Enterprises. Because, right, Walt went on his own to open up Wed Enterprises so he could do movies his way and all that stuff, not listening to the board of directors and all the investors, right? The shareholders, I should say. In the negotiation, Roy said, none of you would be here if it wasn't for my brother. So he stood up, took his brother's back, and made sure that WED was incorporated under the Disney umbrella. And after Walt and Roy had that fight, a year later, Walt went to Roy with an actual peace pipe for his birthday. So, if you have other things, I have more, but I think I just explained. All Roy gets is a statue. It's called Share the Magic, and he's sitting with Minnie. When you walk into Magic Kingdom, that's what you see first before you get to the part in the statue back by the castle. So for that, Team Roy. I'm not saying that I'm not against Walt. But go ahead. Go ahead. What do you got?
You want to tag team?
No, I mean,
no. All right.
I appreciate everything you just said, Chris. Honestly, and you're right. There's someone has to do the business aspect of everything. Yes, Rory was the business aspect of it. My new job now, I'm the business aspect of what we do at my job. I make sure everything happens at the end. If I don't do my job, nothing else can happen. That's true. But you need something before that you can't buy it. And it's imagination. Okay? Disneyland was thought of in Walt Disney's head. Okay? Without Walt Disney thinking of that, nothing. We'd have nothing, and we absolutely agree with that. And everything you said was true, but I mean, the one word answer that I have, that the reason why Walt Disney is more important or better than Roy or whatever, or did it better, is because of the word Walt Disney. We wouldn't be here right now, even doing this podcast, if it wasn't for Walt Disney. I wouldn't. I mean, I'm very passionate about this, and you guys all know this. And I'm the biggest Walt Disney purist. And you threw me off. You got me there good, but it's still none of this would happen without Walt Disney. So you can find someone else to go get you money.
No.
You can find some. You can.
Hang on. None of that would have happened.
Hang on one second. I'm going to tag in now to my partner.
If they weren't together.
No. Shh. If you could see me right now, I'm putting my fingers over your lips right now, because I'm going to tag in right now to my partner, who's going to help me explain this even more, who just came from Walt Disney World and who just came from Disneyland. Brianna, who did it better?
Hey.
Oh, it's getting good.
Welcome, Brianna. How was your trip?
My trip was good. Long. I just walked in. My luggage is.
Well, thanks for
can't really see
on.
it.
And you just wanted to be a part of this, right? And you wanted to. We talked about this last week about what was more important: the 50th anniversary of Disneyland or the 50th anniversary of Walt Disney World, which are both great. And Chris, don't get me wrong, everything you said about Roy is correct. But we would not be sitting here. We would not have a Walt's Apartment podcast without Walt Disney.
Not true.
That's my answer. Walt Disney is the only reason he's better. That's it.
Walt couldn't be as good as he became without Roy.
You said Roy did it better.
No. I said Walt Disney. Listen, Walt Disney World is better than Disneyland. We'll go on another topic with that. But Roy
Wait a minute. What?
Yeah, we'll get to that on another day.
You said Disney World is what?
You said Walt Disney World is better than Disneyland?
Oh, absolutely. 100%. 4 parks plus 2 water parks plus golf courses, boat rentals, hotel resorts, 18. You guys got 3. Disneyland has 2 parks. You actually have 2 hotels, maybe 3. Disney Springs, you got Downtown Disney, a little small. Largest Disney store in the world, Disney Springs. I'll stop. I'm just gonna stop there.
So I'll give you. Okay, I see what you're doing. So I'll give you size factor, but that's like saying Alaska is the best state in the union because it's the biggest landmass and stuff. You're describing the acreage and the tundra and everything else. That does not account for. I mean, there's you have Memphis, you have New York.
How many people visit Disney World?
Quantities.
How many people visit Disney World versus go to Disneyland?
There's 4 parks. Of course, there are going to be more people.
It's the most visited place in the world.
Yeah, that's cute.
I
don't give a damn.
I don't hate Disneyland. I don't hate Walt Disney.
Sounds like you hate
I'm
Disneyland.
just saying that people have to understand that Walt could only do so much And if it wasn't for Roy, who doesn't get any of the credit, we wouldn't have Walt Disney World.
So, okay, can I
Wait,
can I just say
wait.
this?
He's
No,
right. Hello, Sam. Welcome as well.
Yes, welcome. I just want to say this because I am the least Disney parks expert. Or you guys, I can see to you guys. You guys know way more. This is a learning experience for me every time I come on this show. Marvel's my domain, but I love this. But what I do want to interject is this. If I had to compare it to something that I understand and I get, I would have to say that, Walt Disney was kind of like Steve Jobs and Roy was like Apple. And that marriage is what made them successful. But really, without Steve Jobs, Apple would not be nowhere near as successful as it is today. Smartphones, his innovation, Steve Jobs was, he was whoever personality-wise, but his genius, the stuff that he thought of to put forth to the world and stuff was bar none. But Apple was, and they fired Steve Jobs and they had to bring him back because they couldn't innovate like him. Mm-hmm. That's where I'm saying Roy and Disney have that relationship where tag team together, they are phenomenal. But without the creativity of Walt, and I don't think you're going to get what we have right now. So that's all I'm saying.
Respectfully, David, I have to disagree.
Bring it.
Okay, I love Walt with every fiber of my being, but people seem to forget that Walt wouldn't have had any of his original plans for Disneyland without Herb Ryman. So there you go. Herb Ryman had left the company, and Walt had to bring him back to design that park over a weekend. Herb Ryman did most of the work, and Walt said Herb Ryman did most of the work.
I did not know that.
Just throwing it out there.
Walt on the deathbed told Roy how to do Disneyland by using the grids and the ceiling tile in the hospital.
Yep.
So we should be Herb's Apartment Podcast? Is that
No.
It's not so much of who's better, of more of who gets unrecognized.
Yeah.
I will give you 100%. I will give you that. And like I said, I just started watching Imagineering Story again just a couple hours ago, and you're absolutely right. And you have to go from, Walt only had a budget of $5 million, and then it wound up being $17 million by the time it was done. That money had to come from somewhere. Someone had to get that money. I guess this is really kind of a moot point here of who was better, because without one, you couldn't have the other. I guess that's kind of what we're. Well, and that's kind of where we're at here.
That's what I wanted to just quickly say is, they were family, they were brothers.
Right.
They loved one another. Roy,
not always.
Roy, well, no, but they did. You always love your family. They always are there for you. Mm-hmm. Roy allowed Walt to pursue his dream, like you mentioned, his dream. This was Walt's dream. And Roy made sure that happened.
So did all of the other Imagineers. Walt was the original Imagineer. That's There's no denying that. Roy, was his backup. And then all of the other Imagineers. And Walt would have been the first person to tell you that he couldn't have done anything that he did without every other person that was working in the company. Every other person played an integral part. So like Chris was saying, it's about who gets the recognition. And I am a Walt purist, as pure as Walt purist can come. But I agree with Chris.
You call it Walt Disney World.
I know, I get offended. But Ethan, why do we call it Walt Disney World? Because Roy said so.
That's right.
That's right. Because if Walt didn't die, couldn't do that.
Because they were family.
I've missed you so much, Chris.
You have to also remember just the simple fact. What's the difference between an Imagineer and a risk taker? Because you break it down, right? Walt really wanted the backlots of Universal Studios to be able to go scene through scene, right? That's the history. That's what he really did. That's how Disneyland was put together.
Did
in a Western? Go ahead, David.
Did Bill just say Sam was correct?
He did.
Yeah.
Wait,
he did. That never happens.
He said, "Yup." Well, it's hard to say, but Sam was 100% correct here.
Oh, wow!
Never happens.
But when
Danny says, "I don't trust someone with an Aquaman Funko Pop on her shelf."
I will say when Samantha and Brianna first
Chris sent me this.
when they both joined, I was like, "Look at this! He's got to go get backup."
And that's not even what happened.
I was like, "I'm originally from New York. Don't let the Florida call. I make one phone call. I got points. Show up."
18 more people on here in just a few minutes. Yeah,
but it's nice to see you, Sam and Brianna.
yeah.
I came to back you up, Macristo.
She came to have your back.
Okay.
I don't even want to argue anymore. I'm over it. I think everyone wins in this. Without either one of them, we would not have where we are, and that's kind of what everything is. And Walt did.
Here's the thing: I haven't been to Disneyland.
Yeah,
and you haven't been to Disney World.
That's true.
So I think that trip needs to happen so that
it does. Chris, we need to plan to go out there, and they need to come over here.
Absolutely.
I can show you how Disney World's better.
So we can still play our game a little bit. It's not really a game. It's just kind of a little conversation. But Brianna, I want to hear a little bit about your trip.
Yeah.
Okay.
So.
Tell us I'll try to do some cliff notes here because it was a long trip.
You crushed it on Instagram, by the way.
Okay.
Thank you so much. All the stuff you posted was amazing. Yeah, all the posts, the pumpkin spice shirt in Walt Disney World for David.
Of course,
for David.
Great.
I thought that. Of course, Sean noticed the pumpkin spice.
Oh, come on.
He's basic.
I was like, I actually forgot about it until Nicole said something, and I was like, oh yeah, here is the shirt for David.
That's I commented on it.
Yep. But so I started out at Horror Nights in Orlando. We went there for 3 nights, and then we went to Walt Disney World for 3 days. Honestly, the crowds were great. Like, I was so happy we got on to Flight of Passage within like 40 minutes. We rode pretty much every ride in Epcot. We ate all around the world for food and wine. What else did we do? I got to watch Happily Ever After for the last time, which it was very emotional, and it was very crowded for that, but it was worth it to get to see that show one more time. We did not go to Boot Bash.
Oh.
We did not go to Boo Bash. We saved the Halloween party for the West Coast. And then we flew back to Arizona and then drove to California for Universal Studios Hollywood and Disneyland. And so we were at Disneyland. And then we went to Oogie Boogie Bash last night, and it was an absolute blast. Like, I think most of the stories are still up on Instagram if anyone wants to see them, because there are a lot. But the treat trails were awesome. Agatha was hilarious.
Your Agatha interaction, you actually sent us the video of that. And I'm like, okay, that was pretty badass. That was great. And
we walked in and it was like
a song in it, and it did that.
We walked in and it was pretty much just us in there. Yeah, and the song started playing pretty much right after we talked to her a little bit, and that was a lot of fun. Sid was also pretty great. He was talking to some other people though, so I didn't really get to talk to him.
Nice.
But
welcome back, both of you guys. Good to see you both.
Thank you.
Let's play a little game here real quick. Not even really a game, just a quick discussion. Facebook user says, remember, behind every great man is a great woman. Don't forget Lillian. Very fair. Very fair. Bill, Horror Nights. Yikes, Brianna.
Yep.
Thank you, Bill.
Behave.
So, in anticipation for the 50th anniversary of Walt Disney World, they came up with these 50, what are they called? Well, they're statues, I guess they'd be, but it's to honor Disney characters. And we were trying to think of something to come up to talk about Walt Disney World. And Ethan said, what about if we just talk about, here's the list of all the ones that they have, but what are they missing? Which ones are they missing? Would you like to have seen? So I've looked at this list a few times, thought of a few. So I have each list here real quick. I'll go through them really, really quick. So in Magic Kingdom, you have Mickey Mouse, Minnie Mouse, Donald Duck, Goofy, Daisy Duck, Pluto, Chip and Dale, Lemire and Cogsworth, Orange Bird, which I don't understand the Orange Bird, Mad Hatter, Cheshire Cat, Dumbo and Timothy, Stitch, Pooh and Piglet, Pinocchio, Gus and Jock, Lady and Tramp, Abu, and Tinkerbell. You got upset there, Chris. What's the Orange Bird? Is that a Walt Disney World thing?
Yeah, it's a deal that Roy put together to make money and produce.
Of course, it's Roy. It had to be. So then in Epcot, you have a few. You have Figment, Dante, Miguel, Rocket Raccoon, and Baby Groot, Pua and Huhe and Hey, Olaf and Bruni from Frozen. Hollywood Studios, you have Joe Gardner, Edna Mode, Woody and Bo Peep, Frozone, R2D2, BB-8, Sebastian and Flounder, and then in Animal Kingdom, Timon and Pumbaa, Simba, Nemo and Dory, and Bambi and Thumper. So the question I have for you guys is, we'll start with Brianna.
Okay.
Of that list, if you had a chance to look at the list, I know you've been busy, but off that list, what's one you'd like to see that wasn't on there? And why?
Actually,
Don't
my
say
friend and
why.
I hunted all of these down while we were there. We only missed a couple because all of them were in the front of the parks except for Woody and Bo Peep and Joe Gardner. They had moved to a different part of Hollywood Studios, and we didn't know that, and we didn't have the list at that time. But so I did get to see them all. If I could add someone, I think I would add just one. I would add
You can
Tiana.
add a couple.
I was gonna say Tiana would be one, and then I'd like to see like Mowgli and Baloo.
There you go.
Animal Kingdom.
Good answer.
Sam, how about you?
I was kind of disappointed there's no Peter Pan.
Yeah.
Thank you. And then I kind of want to see the Dreamfinder with Figment.
Okay. David, how about you, bud?
Oh, well, we pay homage to Marvel, so I want to see Alligator Loki.
Yes, he would be perfect in
That
Animal
would be
Kingdom.
cool.
Let's put him in there.
No, I don't know, because there's not a lot of Marvel on this at all, and I was kind of surprised by that. Is it because of the Marvel agreement that they can't have those actual characters?
Well,
in
we
the
got
park?
Rocket and stuff, but yeah, the Marvel agreement, there's some
So the Marvel agreement, you
Yeah, we
can't
can have
Iron Man.
Guardians. Yeah.
Okay, okay, but so that answers more questions for me then. So, Nicole says, "Where is Snow White or Mary Poppins?" Which I absolutely agree. Snow White is the first princess. Should have been. There's not many princesses on this list at all. If there's, but yeah, Snow White and Mary Poppins for sure. I think
Mary Poppins, definitely.
Mary Poppins and Bert are on my list. I like having Bert up on a lamp light. And Mary just staring up at him like I thought.
Danny Mushu's a good one.
Yeah,
I like
really
Mushu.
good one. I think Buzz is in there. Isn't there a Buzz one?
I think just Woody and Bo Peep.
Just Woody and Bo Peep. Okay, fair. And then Bill asked again. Sam no mention of Mary Poppins, but yeah, I think Mary Poppins was kind of one of the ones I first thought of when I saw this. Like Mary Poppins or
It's characters though. It's not real people. If you look at everything that's there.
Mary Poppins is a character though.
No, but I mean they're not.
He's talking about they're not face characters.
Yeah,
Mary Poppins walks around Disneyland. Is there no Mary Poppins in Walt Disney World?
Oh no, there is.
No.
Okay,
The statues. As far as the statues.
Oh, okay.
All the face characters, right, are animated, and you should be able to talk to them and meet them.
That's fair.
And these are replicas.
That's
but
fair.
I can't believe nobody thought of not having Huey, Louie, and Dewey, who are a huge part of Disney. And Darkwing Duck and Uncle Scrooge.
Darkwing Duck, yeah.
I was Uncle Scrooge was one of mine. I was like, my thoughts were Uncle Scrooge and like Chewbacca. There's no real. There's
Vader and Luke.
Yeah, but there's no villains on here,
Sully.
so there's no villains. So I thought that was. So
And
Danny
I
says
also
there.
had Fox and the Hound. I would have loved to seen them at Magic Kingdom playing in somewhere near the castle. I thought that would be cute, but it's too bad.
He says there's no princess or leading male characters like Aladdin.
The
They
pictures
mainly
don't do
chose
justice.
sidekicks.
They chose sidekicks because Walt Disney World was a sidekick park.
That's right. It's just an afterthought.
Brianna, you saw them, right?
But guess
They're
what? Sometimes
larger than mine.
sidekicks.
Oh my gosh,
they're amazing.
I couldn't believe
Yeah,
the
just
size
ask
of
Robert.
the actual.
How
Yeah.
big are they?
They're at least 4 to 4 feet, 3 to 4.
Yeah, I was
feet.
like, some
Really?
are larger, some are smaller. Like, Gus and Jack are smaller. Stitch is a little smaller. Tinkerbell, she was hard to find. She is hidden.
Yeah.
We looked a long time for
Dumbo
her.
is a large statue.
Yeah.
I mean, it's impressive.
Are they permanent? They're permanent now, right? They're gonna be there forever.
18 months.
Yeah, at least 18 months.
So real quick, I'm going to go to the four of you that have been to Walt Disney World. I'm just going to ask you guys one question before we go, because it is happy anniversary to Walt Disney World. Obviously, when this comes out, you're going to, we'll be talking about that. Brianna, what are you going to miss, and what are you looking forward to most from the new? What are you going to miss from that's going away, and what's starting. We kind of talked about this on Extra Magic Hour a little bit with me and Ethan, but what are you going to miss from Walt Disney
I'm going to
World?
miss Happily Ever After.
Okay.
I'm still, I won't watch any of the Enchantment show until I see it in person, because that's just how I am, but I'm holding out hope that it's great. And I think I'm just kind of excited, I guess, as a celebration as a whole, when I see new shows and new decorations and this kind of like that celebration as like a whole, when you get like the fancy merch, it's just like, it's like a special time. Like, that's what I just kind of like, as a whole, it's a special time in Walt Disney World right now. So that's kind of just what I'm looking forward to.
Okay. How about you, Sam?
I agree exactly with Brianna. I couldn't have said it better. Actually, when she said happily ever after, I was cried because I was like, I can't even say it.
Well, as we're recording this, I think that tonight was the last viewing of that. I think on the,
so. Yeah.
Of tonight, and they also debuted.
I don't want to talk about it.
Okay, that's fair enough. And they debuted Harmonious tonight as well, and at Epcot as well.
I am looking forward to Harmonious.
Yeah.
Yes.
David, have you been there, or do you have like a?
So my parents took me. So my mom had me at 17. She took me when she was 19. So I don't remember really anything. I was about 2 years old when I went. So
that's fair.
I remember the big golf ball.
Right.
I later to figure out it was Epcot. But yeah.
I said the same thing too. I said, "What's up with the golf ball?" And my daughter told me there's actually a ride in there. So I'm like, "Oh, okay, that's cool." Walt wouldn't have thought something like that. But Ethan, what do you think?
It's like Walt's studio apartment.
His condominium. Ethan, how about you, buddy? What are you going to miss? What are you looking forward to the most?
I don't know that I'm going to necessarily miss anything because I just don't.
We talked on Extra Magic. You're not really a fireworks guy, so it's
no. But I think for me, I'm really excited about Ratatouille, seeing that for the first time. And just taking in these new sights and sounds, I'll just be excited about that. Anytime music's involved, I'm always just elated. So I'll be excited about that. But in terms of something leaving, I'm just ready for the dining plan to come back. Yeah, I want to eat.
All right, Chris, how about you, buddy?
I'm excited for tomorrow because I leave to go celebrate the 50th anniversary.
That's so cool, man. Have a great time.
I'm very excited for that. The new stuff that's coming, of course, I'm always going to lean towards food. They announced 150 new food items coming out.
Right.
We have 5 new restaurants that are going to be open within the next week. It's going to be a huge celebration that you need 18 months to get through.
Yeah.
As far as I'm happy that I'm not happy that Happily Ever After is gone, but I don't have to hear people telling me they miss Wishes anymore. You gotta keep moving.
Yeah, keep on rolling.
That's fair.
And honestly, for me, about 5-6 years ago, I was asked, "When will you stop going?" And my response was, "When I go and there's nothing new."
Yep.
And there hasn't been for years.
Yep,
so
that's perfect.
Good answer.
Good answer, man. So I want to wrap it up with you, Chris. Thank you so much for being on again, man. Good to see you. Good to talk to you. Good to just BS with you. You made a lot of good points about our debate or whatever you want to call it. But just thank you so much for being awesome, being a huge supporter of this show all the time. But tell us about your show, where we can find it.
So tomorrow marks the 49th show to end our countdown of the 50th to the 50th.
Congratulations again.
It's going to be traditionally Wednesdays on YouTube. Will be out once a week. But the next couple of days is going to be very interesting. I'm going to have a couple of live things from the parks.
Nice.
And it's not just Harmonious and things like that. So I thank you very much for having me. You guys know, I've spoken to all of you individually, and it's nice to be back. Thank you for supporting the Disney Done Differently show.
Absolutely.
And that's it. I've done a year's worth of content in 50 days.
That's so cool.
I'm
man.
gonna realize
that's so cool.
No, relaxing. We miss you on the Marvel Tribe. Come back to us.
Yes. We need you back too.
So speaking of next week we have another guest on. We're gonna have Jeremy Goff will be back again. If you remember, Jeremy Goff started off the summer with just amazing singing for an hour and a half on the show. He's gonna be on next week. And then the following week, I will be at Disneyland, so the ship will be your guys' to handle. I'm going to try to pop in when I'm there during the
Disney
thing.
After Dark time.
There you go. But
he's leaving the children unattended?
Yeah.
Big mistake.
Yep. And I'll check on you. Don't worry. I'll make sure everything's still going good. So
don't
thank you
worry.
guys
I'll
so
have
much.
access to remove you from the live.
Oh, geez. I'll have to change a few things before I go. Okay. So, well, I mean, you can't get rid of
Parental
me.
controls are
You can't
going
get rid of
in.
me. I'll have to flip some switches or something. But Sam, thanks for popping on. I know you had plans, so I appreciate you popping on. Brianna, thank you for popping on. I know you literally just walked in and put your headphones on, so thank you so much. David, Ethan, thank you guys so much. And yeah, you guys are awesome. All of our listeners, thank you so much. And from all of us here at Walt's Apartment, we hope you enjoyed the view. Have a great night. See you next week.
Bye.
Good night.